Welcome, everyone. Today we witness a true warrior tackle a crisis with ease. Laughing in the face of danger, the Spartan king jumped up and got ready to face the enemy as the rain of swords stopped. This time, the Persian emperor sent cavalry, but calm as a cucumber, the robust king led his warriors to form a triangle. The enemy may be huge, but our Spartan warriors dodged 3 attacks without a scratch and even munched on apples. This made the Persian emperor hot mad, but it also stirred his desire to woo talent, so he strolled over, putting on an humble show. He claimed if the king knelt and surrendered, he'd get endless wealth and keep running the city. He even suggested the king co-rule Greece. But though he admitted the Persian emperor was strong, he wouldn't lose his pride. Spartans don't bow to enemies. Negotiations left both sides fuming as they stormed off. That calm, the king built a wall with Persian bodies, knowing enemies wouldn't quit. Night fell. The Persian emperor sent his undead army, hoping to catch the weary Spartans off guard. Little did he know he was the punchline. A pile of bodies buried the enemy leader instantly, and the king charged again, leading the troops. What a warrior. The undead army lived up to its name, but teamwork, not so much. A few warriors fell and it was getting tense. The enemy unleashed a 3-meter giant, charging straight at the Spartan king. The size difference was huge, which put the king in a pickle, but he seized the moment and snatched up a dagger. He jabbed the dagger into the giant's eye and suddenly beheaded him. He yelled out to his ambushed neighbor's ragtag army, giving the undead a little surprise party. Before long, they triumphed, and not even the undead could withstand the Spartans' trial. The self-proclaimed Emperor Persian dude was rattled, realizing this enemy must be wiped out at any cost. The next day, he sent in fire-wielding wizard troops, thinking he'd secure victory. Little did he know, one brave warrior charged the wizards and chopped off the leader's cell phone. He then blew up all the bombs, turning the wizard army into nothing, while even the giant was pushed off a cliff. Seeing all attacks fail, the Persian emperor figured internal sabotage was the way to go, recruiting those previously rejected by the king. With money and charm, he easily recruited the traitors and got info that could turn the tides. Just find the sheep island behind the hot spring pass, and the Spartans would lose their terrain advantage. Talk about a death sentence. Meanwhile, the Spartan queen waited several days for her husband's return, thinking, "This is not going to work, I need to call for help." Instead, the strategist pulled some tricks, asking for a body exchange. For her husband, the queen swallowed her pride to ask for help. The next day, he flipped and even slandered the queen. Furious, she boldly drew a guard sword. She publicly ended the strategist's life, and the fallen silver disc revealed the traitor's true colors. The queen successfully rallied others to the rescue. Meanwhile, the king pondered how to rally the troops when a neighboring general rushed in with news of the impending Persian invasion. With the hot spring pass on the brink of peril, surrendering or retreating could still be an option, yet the king remained steadfast. Spartan warriors never shrink from battle. After all, dying in battle is their glory. The warriors were pumped and unwavering in their response. Only one wounded warrior was pulled aside by the king to share a story of the 300 Spartans fighting to the end for their homeland. To awaken the sleeping Spartans, the next day, under his orders, the warriors found themselves encircled by the Persian elite. The Persian emperor sent another envoy, thinking he was reborn, to threaten the king and look for a knee-bending surrender. Facing the pressure, the king finally threw off his helmet and shield, giving in to fate while still embodying that proud spirit. He boldly knelt, making the Persian emperor delight, but little did he know the fury sparkling in the king's eyes. The Persian envoy was quickly stabbed, and the king raised his spear, ready for the final blow. His bow was just a ruse. All that build-up was just for this lethal strike, but his spear grazed past the emperor's lips. Ultimately, he missed his chance at the decisive moment. The last warrior fell too, unfortunately. Only the lonely king faced the daunting battle, gazing up at the stars tearfully. Though he anticipated the outcome, he never regretted his decisions. Until the last breath, he couldn't let go of his love for family, declaring, "I love my wife, I love it all." The Persian army launched another wave of swords, marking the end of the hot spring battle. All of Sparta's 300 warriors fell. In fury, the Persian emperor raised his prisoner and claimed the king's head, heading straight for Athens without the Spartans. In one night, he turned Athens to ashes, but the mastermind behind this war wasn't him. It was actually a well-known Greek celebrity named Alaric. He was the supreme naval commander of the Persian Empire, winning every campaign, and his lifelong dream was to wipe out all Greeks. As a child, he watched his parents slaughtered by Greeks and was imprisoned on a slave ship, suffering countless nightmarish days. Until the Persian envoy rescued him, leading Alaric to join the Persian Empire. He trained diligently in martial arts, dreaming of the day he'd return to Greece for revenge. By the age of 14, he had already managed to defeat Persia's strongest swordsman, an impressive feat that earned him the favor of the Persian king.